Okay, so this is video number 2. This is going to kind of help explain some of the things from video 1 and also from the notes. So if you didn't already watch video 1, go watch video 1 and make sure either way that you're looking through the notes, because there are things in the notes that are not on either of these videos. So the first thing that we're looking at here is, as you can see, I wrote out the 7 levels of taxonomic classification: kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, and species. And this will be getting us into frameworks. We'll do that in a minute. But before we do that, I want to write up the full taxonomy for a couple of organisms that I picked at random. And then we'll write out their 7 levels so you guys can kind of see what's going on with that. So first, I just, like I said, kind of randomly picked things. I'm going to write out the 7 levels of taxonomic classification for a dog. So the kingdom would be Animalia. The phylum is Chordata. The class is Mammalia. The order is Carnivora. The family is Canidae. And we have the word canine from that family name. You guys will also see that family names all end IDAE, no matter what it is, so we'll look at that more in a little bit. The genus name is Canis, and the species name is Lupus. And for this one, we said that there could be more than 7 levels. An additional level we would say is a subspecies, so it's a little bit more specific than a species, and that would be Familiaris. And that is that way. Canis lupus is a wolf, so that's the differentiation for, say, your pets. So that's the 7 levels of taxonomic classification for a dog. Next, I'll throw a human in there. So the kingdom's the same. You are an animal. Phylum is the same. You're a chordate. The class is the same. You're a mammal. The order is different. Our order is primates, which, again, that's a word that should be familiar to you. The family is Hominidae. The genus is Homo, and the species is Sapiens. So your scientific name by binomial nomenclature would be Homo sapiens. Some variety. How about a cardinal? Not to be confused with a redbird that has teeth and hands. State bird, so it's still an animal. Kingdom still Animalia. It's still a chordate. Phylum is Chordata. The class, it's not a mammal, it's a bird. The class name is Aves. If you've heard the word avian used to describe birds, or say that birds live in a cage, big cage, I guess you call an aviary. That's where we get those words from. The order name is Passeriformes. The family is Cardinalidae. The genus is Cardinalis. And the species name is also Cardinalis. So that would be the 7 levels for a cardinal. Another one. a chimpanzee, it would be Animalia and Chordata. So at this point, you guys have seen what 4 of these, or working on 4 of these. All of these have been the same. That is because these are all animals. They all have a chordate, means it has like a spinal cord. They all have that in common, so they're all in that same group together. A chimp is a mammal. The order is primates again. You guys know from one of our previous sections that the chimp is the closest living relative to humans. The family is Hominidae. The genus name is not Homo, so they're not that closely related to us. The genus name is Pan. And then the species name is Troglodytes. So Pan Troglodytes would be the scientific name for a chimp. And we'll do one more. And just pick a fish, just for again for some variety. So brown trout, it is still an animal. And it is still a chordate. So phylum Chordata. The class, so different than anything else that we've had, it's Actinopterygii. The order is Salmoniformes. They're not salmon, but they're in that order. That's where the word salmon comes from. Trout are salmon-like fish. The family is Salmonidae. The genus name is Salmo. And the species name is Trutta. So that's given you guys 5 different organisms, all levels of their taxonomic classification, at least the 7 basic levels. And so now what we're going to do is use these same 5 species and make a mini framework and show how this is going to work together in a framework. So I'm going to pause this video for a second and set up for drawing out that framework, and I'll be back with you in a second or two.